Hey guys, what's cracking lacking? Well, I'm protesting about this. I don't know, I lost ambition after people were complaining about way of little money and it should fix the garage, blah 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 blah. Well, you guys don't understand one thing. These videos are what, 2, 3 months old, maybe 4, maybe some of the videos are a year old. You don't really know what time it is in my videos, unless I state the day and time. That's why I don't state the date and time, so you don't know how old my videos are. But anyways, this is, I can tell you this much. It's been, 3 months since I've been working with John Deere. Yeah. So, I have my PTO switch here. Give me a second. Alright. It's a pretty interesting switch here, if I may say. Very unique switch. This thing is cool. This is my PTO switch, by the way, guys. Lift up to turn on the PTO switch, drop it down, turn it off. Lift up, turn it on, and then snap it down. But this switch is kind of cool. I had to re-engineer this, and I found the diagram for the wire diagram for 317. I don't know how well the camera's going to show, but I've kind of marked it out. I have 2 pieces of paper here. On a switch, grab some point at. This part here, let's see what you guys are at. Now this part here controls the starting. Okay? And this part here controls the PTO clutch. 3 terminals that control the PTO clutch. 2 terminals for the start. Now, one of these terminals goes to the coil, which should be this one. This one's to the coil. So, yeah. Ignition here, PTO or ignition wire feed in to the coil to the PTO start solenoid and start signal. Pretty unique piece of history there. Now, we got a multimeter. Let me turn this on to continuity. You guys probably just listen to the beep. Now, there should be power here and here. Okay. Now, if we trip this, and there's nothing. But if we go from this terminal to this terminal, we got continuity. Now, how does that switch work when the motor's running? I haven't figured it out yet. That's to be honest. I'm still trying to figure that out. Because that's got me puzzled. Because I haven't figured that out yet. Because even looking at this diagram, because yellow goes up to ignition, and the ignition comes back out. Alright, as I know, 'Cause I haven't quite, you know, I haven't quite figured out how the safety works. Let me see. I do know this is how the diagram is set up. Okay. Let me see. Alright. I have my phone here. Okay. Okay. The way this works, you got 3 terminals, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is coil. This is coil, ignition, and PTO. Okay. Now, on the switch, normally on the switch, the round circle, you got 3, 4, 5 tabs. Close enough. Then normally it's jumped out to 2 ignition. Now, the way this wiring is, if you look, there's a second wire coming off from the ignition. It's running down to PTO. Run down to seat safety. And back up over, and that tags into line 2. Now I haven't quite figured out how, if you break the contact between the PTO switch, your seat switch still will work. Tractor will still legally run. Now, this is what got me confused here for a second. Okay, you guys have found what I'm thinking here. The only way I'm understanding how the switch works, there's the second side of the switch that I didn't tell you guys. Okay? See how that's, when that PTO switch is off, that's allowing the motor to start. Okay? See this right here? This is what we gotta worry about. Oh, you have the right pen anymore, I see. Okay. Now, this is the only thing I can think of how they did it when this is on. That switch is on. No continuity. Okay. I believe that switch is pretty much dead. Now if I shut this back up, power there, power there. Now that's the only thing I can think of is how they're doing the safety from how John Deere did the safety. Is they're using that side of the switch. That side of the switch to keep tractor from starting if the PTO is on. And then while the PTO is on, it might kill the power here to here, but then your seat safety kicks in. And that controls, yeah. Then what happens is your seat safety kicks in, that controls the power, so if you lift off that seat, it kills the contact to the coil. Now, could I actually make this switch work the way I want it to work? Yeah, I can. I could use a 5-pin relay. Like this. I can use a 5-pin relay like this. So 30 is battery positive. 35 is ignition. 36 is ground. And 87 is load. Now I can re-invert this and control this relay different. Because 35 is your ignition, that kicks the relay on. Alright. That moves this lever here over to 87, which supplies power out. What you need to do is slam that down to shut down that coil. So 36 is ground, which 36 be hot, 30 be ground, 37A will be ground when the switch is closed. I believe. It's been a while since I've done this. I did the video before. I believe that's how it is. But I can use this relay to control this switch. So I could take the power side of this and control the relay to when this turns on, it kills the coil. Kills the signal to the coil. It's complicated, but I could do it. It'll take a little bit of engineering and jumping wires and figuring this out. But I could do it, and I could also put seat safety back in too, and that can control the ground wire to the coil too. But me personally, I prefer to keep the seat safety out, because I'm not going to be mowing with it. But that's the only thing that sucks, because if this loses continuity between these two pins, then your motor won't start. So, yeah, that's just something to think about on that PTO switch, guys. Kind of unique, kind of different. You never would actually think about it until you look at it. Now you're never going to look at that PTO switch normal now. Yep. Never going to look at that PTO switch same. So, anyway, to look at it, I can control this switch either direction. But what we need to do is we need the starter side here. She's a little loose, see. But as long as it's still got contact, I don't care. So what we're going to still do, we're going to still utilize half of the safety of this switch. I know it sounds kind of dangerous, I know. We're only going to utilize half of the switch. We're going to use the start side of the switch. We're also going to keep the neutral safety switch too, to keep it from starting. So in case the little kid gets a hold of this tractor, they won't start the tractor up on themselves and kill themselves. Yes, all my tractors got some type of starting safety on them. Even though I bypass all safety on them. Even my workhorse got one. I just, what do you call it? I engage it when got little kids around. So, further ado, that's basically the rant of this, of how this system works. So, further ado, now, a lot of you guys probably didn't know this, but there's 4 or 5 different keys out there on the market. 1, 2, 3, 4 keys. I know there's 5. I believe there's a 5th one now. I just seen it too. But right now there's only 4 of them. Alright. You gotta make darn sure you pick up the right freaking key. Okay. If I remember correctly, I'll put these, I'll link these to my Facebook page. Then you guys can have them. Now this one is a 5-pin switch, of course. It's got your accessory rectifier, your magneto, battery start. That's a brake setup. That has been a brake setup for years. Basically, magneto means is like a brakes. It's a more like a brakes setup. Don't require power to the coil. That's what that is. Okay. Now the next one you have, that's the one we're going to need. Okay. Next one we have is accessory rectifier, ignition, battery start. Ignition, this will be for the Kohlers and the Odins, all the ones that's got points and condensers. Points, condensers, yeah. Points, condensers, and coil. Car coil style. That's what you want for that one. Alright. Next one would be, this one kind of took me for a curve for a second. Accessory, regulator, ignition, starter, battery. Okay. Now there is two different ones here, guys. Okay. I said starter, right? Okay. Now, this one's actually for a field generator. But it's got your ignition setup on it. Just like your other one. The only thing is it don't have a regular starter. It's got a gen starter on it. And we'll talk about that later. And the final key ignition is just ignition, battery, and start. And that's what my Cub 129 has. Got a starter gen, just a standard ignition coil, points and condensers, and I don't have a generator light, but I do have a voltage regulator. So that's basically your key setups. Now we'll right back to the brake setup. Okay. So I don't know why you never have a 30 amp fuse in line of your, on this magneto setup, you never use 30, always a 20. That's a typo. That's a 20 amp fuse max. Never see 20 amp max fuse. Because your rectifier, your bridge rectifier could never exceed 20 amps. Most of your bridge rectifier nowadays are 15 amps. There's still a few out there are 20, but most common are 15s. And there's your stator. I don't know what you guys see. Can you guys see what I'm seeing? Yeah. So, if you guys didn't know, your two outer terminals on a rectifier are AC and AC, and then your battery's in the center of your rectifier, which that goes in the R terminal. So, let's make a diagram of what we would need here. Okay? So, let's make a new diagram to put a Kohler command 18 all the way up, whatever they make, in command motor in any John Deere 317, any of these older John Deeres, okay, that has a standard ignition system like a car. So let's start out with our key. Yeah, let's go start with our key. Okay, there's our key. Let me put my cap back on before I forget about it. Okay. Alright, our key setup. Okay, so we got an S terminal. Alright guys, this is a new initiative I picked up. You can go through anybody. This is the one I went through. There is your part number. Now, if you're at the store, you gotta look at these suckers really careful, because they are stamped. The terminals are stamped on them to a point, yeah. Then you got your ground right there. That's what that is ground the casing of the key, just in case you get a poor ground. But most likely you just do this. So, we have start. Okay, there's start. Got mag. See, now there's the, yeah, start. Now, this one here is wrong. Hold on guys, something's not right with that. Start ignition battery. Start ignition battery. Hold on, something's not right with the key, guys. Hang on. I've always used this brand. Something ain't right. By INDAK, so India. Feels right. Something strange with this key. Okay. Let me make sure, because that diagram's off. That's mag. The mag should be grounded when the key's off. Key's on, it should be ungrounded. See, I could turn that key, it's ungrounded. Hear that beep? So yeah, that diagram's off. And light should work only when the key's on. Yep. I don't know what this terminal is. Charge. Charge should be between the battery start. Yeah, I got rectifier. Okay, hang on, I'm having a problem with the charge circuit here. Oh, that ain't good. No continuity between charge. L. That ain't cool. May not have a charge circuit. because it should have battery voltage through battery terminal, like the accessory does. The magneto is only battery. Yep. We got a problem here with the key. But now there, like I said, there is two. So there is 5 keys then. Now this one's backwards. Okay. Let me fix this illustration here. Okay. Okay. They have start. If I go up like this, they have start battery, magneto, accessories, and rectifier. And it shouldn't. It should be start. Yeah, start. Start. Magneto, battery, lights, charge. That's how it should go. Now, I could be off, I could be wrong. But, and then you got ground. Then there's a leg here for ground. Most of your switches nowadays has it 6 leg, so that's just ground. They don't utilize this one anymore. The start mag, battery, rectifier, lights. They don't do that no more. This switch is very rare to find. This is a more common switch, if you guys are wondering. So, I'll figure out the switch in a minute. Take it out and work on it. So, let's see. I say magneto, battery. And you got a little tab that lays off the side, which goes to ground. Lights and charge. Okay. Listen, I'll work on this key in a second. Maybe there's something I gotta do. Okay. Now first off, okay, the battery. This over here on the side because I got a upcoming plan to do with the battery. Okay. Positive, negative on the battery. So we got battery juice coming out. And then, now we are going to put an inline fuse. Okay. Let's see. Straight line down over. That'll be a 20 amp inline. Okay, 20 amp inline fuse. Okay. Your charge will come from your stator box. and that normally has 1, 2, 3 AC, AC, DC. Okay, that comes out to the rectifier, which is charge circuit. Comes out. Does not get a you do not hook a fuse to your rectifier. Okay, so that's the charge circuit. And these start will go down to the solenoid, which in my case be a starter. So this just comes out. That'd be my starter. And you get lines, okay, whatever, right? Tab coming out here. So that comes out. There's no fuse inline for that. Your magneto, which is your coil. That looks something like that. It has a binding pulse comes out the top of it. And that gets hooked to that. Okay, that's your mag. Your rectifier. Battery. Now, this light or load, you call it, go into a little gray square box. Okay, before it goes to that little box, the wire is going to take a little turn, do a 4-way relay, or 5-way. And from the 5-way, that relay, goes down to here, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fuses. And they branch out to whatever. And that's how we're going to wire into John Deere. It's pretty simple, ain't it, guys? It's not hard to understand, is it? And it's pretty simple if you actually think about it. Complicated. But, okay, that's how we're going to do it, right? Right. But, we forgot a few things here. I didn't actually forget about it. Let's go back over to the start solenoid. And let me go back here. We didn't add something to this diagram. Okay. Start solenoid, right? Start side. She's got the neutral safety switch. It's got to go through and out from there down to the PTO toggle switch, out from the PTO switch. Okay, out the PTO switch. And over to the starter. Okay. That's in the concept of how that safety is going to work. Now, that seat safety, I may or may not hook it up. I don't know. But, yeah, that's how that's actually going to be. So if you just want to bypass safety, that's how you do it. But I'm going to put something in line here. I'll show you guys in a second. Okay. Okay, here's the pin yourself relay. Okay, that's to go there. Here's a new key switch connector. Pin yourself. Okay, so we're getting the concept now. That's why it took me 3 months to get everything I needed. Okay. There's all your pins to do that. Hey guys, the phone went off. Let's see what it was. Alright, that's the series, just my new glasses are in. Here's the fuse block we're going to use. Okay, relay is going to hook up to here. So on that diagram, like I showed you, 87 is going to hook here. We're not going to longer have any load off this key. The load is going. The accessories run into a relay. Relay is going to take the load and throw it to here. If that makes any sense, boys. I hope. So this is what's taking so long, because I want to do this John Deere right. I am tired of throwing garbage out and have to worry about if it's ever going to work again or not. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. If that makes any sense, guys, I hope it makes plenty of sense. Because if not, well, you guys are going to have to figure it out. Because I can figure it out. I'll tell you what, I'm not the smartest boy, but I just figured it out. So I just basically re-engineer the diagrams. Of everything you want to do, re-engineer it, and that's how I do it. And that's how you run the PTO switch. So, then let's end this video here. And maybe someday I'll get the nerve to get out there and get it done. Alright, catch you guys later then. Peace out, have fun. Hey guys, what's cracking? Went down a rabbit hole. Anybody knows what a rabbit hole is? Trying to find an ignition switch. Something wasn't right with this ignition. Alright. further ado, this one right here, this and then the one with the ignition coil, condenser points, and spark plug has the I terminal. This part number here for this switch is a, what is it? It's a STEN, S-T-E-N. As a 430 249. That's the one that all your Kohler's Onins use for. That's the one that's got the car coil, condenser, ignition. That's the one you'd be using as a STEN. 430249. Okay. In the way that's mapped, that's correct. Now, this one is still not correct. It's the one that I went down the rabbit hole with. Need help, baby? Okay, this one is not correct. It's the one that, like I said, I went down the rabbit hole with. But I did figure it out. So let's... There is 1, 2, 3 ignitions for this. That one, and the one I'm going to draw now. Till I don't really replace these suckers much anymore, is it? Well, that's right, there ain't many people want these old tractors anymore. Okay. So what do we got? Okay. Now this is the ignition I ripped out of my workhorse. Okay. We have start. This is rectifier / charge, whatever one you want to call that. We have, I want to say, I think that one. Yeah, that's battery. This one's battery. Okay. Lights / accessories. And mag / yeah. That's mag. I don't know. Yep. So that one. Okay. That key itself is a stent. It's an S-T-E-N-S stent. It's a stent 430. 430-662. 662. So that's that one. Now this is what all of your common Briggs Kohlers are running now. Briggs and Kohlers are running these. These two here, I'm still trying to figure out what these. They gotta go. What's wrong with this is these two terminals are backwards. This is a ground, and this sucker's hot. If you supply power here, this is hot. So I don't know what MTD used the switch for. It says Fitz lawnmowers, garden tractors with brakes and trend overhead valve engines, 2004 and prior. So I'm assuming maybe that's L, that's load, that's lights. Maybe you know what? This key here, this 725-1396 through MTD. This switch might be for the 99 to 04 Briggs that had the hot wire coming off for the carburetor for the emissions, which that actually would be 84, 85, all the way up to 04. So like a 20-year span. That's what that key might be for. I don't know how I ended up with it. I thought I was getting a Sten 430-662. But I don't know how I screwed that one up. But always hang on to that ignition key. Never know. So, I just want to clarify that to you guys. There is 2 different part numbers that are the most common that I deal with in my garage. But for right now, I think I'm going to borrow this workhorse key to get the John Deere started. Yep, that's probably what I'm going to do. Because we just went down a rabbit hole that I wasn't expecting to go down. So, I'll catch you guys later then. Adios, amigo.